अब बात करते हैं वर्ल्ड ऑटो फोरम की। जी हाँ, ये एक ऐसा मंच है जहां पर ऑटो डीलर्स, ऑटो ओईएम्स और ऑटो वेंडर्स जो हैं उन सबको एक जगह पर इकट्ठा करने की कोशिश की जाती है, वो भी सिर्फ भारत ही नहीं, विदेशों को भी, या यूँ कहें 125 देशों से लोगों को कनेक्ट करने की कोशिश करता है वर्ल्ड ऑटो फोरम। इसका रिसेंटली समिट हुआ दिल्ली में, जहां पर टीम जिग्निशन को भी मौका मिला और आपके दोस्त सैम ने वहां पर शिरकत करी और मौका मिला अपने विचारों को बांटने का और ऑटो लीडर्स की बातें सुनने का, और मिला एक मौका ये जानने का कि ऑटोमोबाइल इंडस्ट्री का फ्यूचर कैसा है। दिल्ली में वर्ल्ड ऑटो फोरम ने 2016 इंडिया व्हीकल मार्केटिंग एंड सेल्स समिट का आयोजन किया। इस समिट का थीम था कस्टमर, ब्रांड, मार्केटिंग, सेल्स, नेटवर्क एंड डिजिटल एज अ बैलेंसिंग एक्ट। इस सेमिनार में देश भर से आए ऑटो दिग्गज और ऑटोमोबाइल एक्सपर्ट्स ने हिस्सा लिया।
India has the highest concentration of vehicles per kilometer of road, 490 motor cars per kilometer. You need more roads so you can sell more cars.
In India, even a small car is actually chauffeur driven, unlike in the West where most cars are actually self driven. So are cars which are being manufactured today meant for the owner to sit behind? I think those manufacturers which are realizing those and making changes to their products to cater to the Indian market and to the Indian consumers are going to be the successful brands of the future.
Theme of the summit this time is the balancing act, and digital increasingly is playing a very large role in a customer journey. So we are here to talk about how digital can play a role in actually balancing and helping shift and make consumer experiences a lot more easier for brands and for OEMs.
Your point of connect with the customer.
इस सेमिनार में पैनल डिस्कशन के जरिए ऑटो सेक्टर की समस्याएं, उससे जुड़ी चुनौतियां और इस सेक्टर के लिए जरूरी बदलाव पर चर्चा की गई। इसमें ऑटो सेक्टर से जुड़े जाने माने एक्सपर्ट्स ने शिरकत की। वर्ल्ड ऑटो फोरम के जरिए एक मंच पर ऑटो इंडस्ट्री के दिग्गजों को लाना एक सराहनीय कदम है।
Start with Rakesh, since you are from Hyundai and one of the most successful brands in India. So what is your Santosh put forward a very simple point of view that Hyundai, for example, does it have a unique take on the customer and industry in India?
Today, when Hyundai has a product portfolio of 10 brands, out of which 3 of them are the Indian car of the year, the Grand i10, the Elite i20 and the Creta. Creating these mega brands involves having the right connect with the customer. You have to be thinking ahead of times, and that is what exactly Mr. Desai was talking about. Is that it has to be ahead of times, and the take has to be is that if you're going to be just serving needs, then you are going to be serving a commodity. I think what we are looking forward towards is serving wants. We should just look at it in terms of that as far as industry is concerned, we are part of the mobility industry. But yes, what we need to look towards is the mobility solutions, the wants part. So the biggest challenge that comes over is in terms of marrying the needs and wants, and that is where as a company we have moved towards what we call as a platform or the marketing philosophy of Live Brilliant, because it has to go beyond the 4 wheels. Passenger vehicles are not a category, right? They need to be meeting the aspiration of people, going beyond that, and that's where this thought came over of Live Brilliant, and that is where exactly this goes.
इंडस्ट्री ने इस बात को एक मत से माना कि भले ही ऑटो इंडस्ट्री 20 साल पुरानी हो, हमारी ऑटो इंडस्ट्री बहुत तेजी से वर्ल्ड क्लास स्टैंडर्ड की ओर बढ़ रही है।
In the Indian automotive industry, okay, which includes automakers, and they can even be commercial vehicle makers. Okay, they can be two-wheeler manufacturers, they can be tractor manufacturers. Okay, people from the oil industry, people from the tire industry, people from components, who according to you have actually built a much more sustainable business relationship with their consumers because they have worked on the brand much better which ensures that whatever investments they make at the ground level, okay, they end up giving them a higher return?
The answer would be the first top 3 companies who are making the biggest volumes. You know, it will go as Maruti, Hyundai, and then it's going to be a Mahindra. So these 3 companies, if I so say, they are able to understand the Indian market psyche in a very good manner. They are able to touch, they are able to, these days, they are able to combine the digital as the emotional value in a proper manner. And that is what getting them the good volumes. And that's what even other manufacturers need to understand. The sooner they understand, the better it is going to be for the product. Especially for those new chaps who are going to enter in the market. There are a couple of chaps who are re-entering in the market. And for those people, it's very important they understand this thing that, you know, yes, technology is changing, everything is going to be digital, things are going to be on mobile, and all the research, reviews, anything that you want is going to be there on your hands. But still, that touch and feel is still very, very important. And you need to reach to the customers, make the customers feel the product via experiential drives or anything. And that's the only way to sell your product.
होलसेल रिटेल की समस्याओं पर भी इस समिट में खास तवज्जो दी गई। इस बात पर भी सभी एकमत दिखे कि बिग डेटा, CRM और डिजिटल टेक्नोलॉजी का इस्तेमाल बेहद जरूरी है।
According to me, a true breakthrough in automobile sales and marketing will come, and that's my prophecy, is when one manufacturer will have the guts to go out and say that I will not build any more showrooms for my consumer because my consumer does not need it. My consumer actually is anyway checking on my vehicle 4 months before he ends up buying it, and he's checking on it online. Okay, then he's checking with his friends, he's checking out with a few of his colleagues, of his or her colleagues who would have bought that vehicle. He or she is checking out the reviews online. He's watching programs like the ones made by Sam. Okay, in saying either he's extolling a vehicle or he's completely burying it to the ground. Okay, and I've already made a decision. So what I need now is, once I've decided which of the 2 vehicles to choose from, I need somebody to drive up that goddamn vehicle to me where I want it at my time and give me an experience, and that's it. Why does somebody expect me to still walk up to a brick and mortar place to experience the vehicle? For what?
As a journalist, I can tell you, you know, your prophecy may come true soon, because there are manufacturers who are working on that format. They really don't need the brick and mortar showrooms anymore, because digitally we can do a number of things. But that's going to happen from segment to segment. For example, a Merc, an Audi or a BM, they can go digital because, you know, they know their customers are premium. Their customers understand the brand. They know for a fact that, you know, even if there is something wrong, we are premium customers and we will be treated in a nice manner. But for a entry-level hatchback or entry-level sedan, or for a customer who like to keep their money close to their chest, that's not going to happen. Because to get the money out of their pocket, they need to touch, they need to feel, they need to be 100% confident about, you know, what they are buying. So for all those, you know, below 20 lakh stuff, the showrooms may stay, but, you know, for the higher premium brands, yes, the future is there and that is going to happen soon.
इस समिट से आने वाले कल की तस्वीर साफ दिखी।